Now let's have a look at how we can push data to our real-time database. So I've got an app set up here where if I go in here and write something like do dishes, a chore that I have to do, press this button, it currently console logs what I wrote in. Here's the JavaScript. We're getting the input value. If the input value is not an empty string, then we console log the input value and then we clear the value. And of course, I've got a real-time database set up here. Now we need to do two things to push this value to Firebase. First, we need to set up a reference. A reference is a location inside of the database where we can push data. In this case, we're going to create a reference called chores, under which we can push all of the different chores. And to do that, we need a function called ref from up here that we need imported. Let's put that here. And then I'm going to go in here and make another const and call it reference in DB database, and we're going to call this function, and it takes in two different things. First is the database that we're working with. We have to specify that, of course, and then we give it a string, which is the name of the reference. What do we want to call it? In this case, we want to call it chores. Chores, like that. Perfect. Once we have that, we can go up here again and import a function called push. Once we have that, we can go down here, and instead of console logging this value, we can just push that value. Now, we need to give it the input value, of course, what we need to push, but before that, we need to give it the reference, which in this case is reference in DB. Let's put a comma in between. There we go. Now it should work. Let's test this thing out. Okay, I'm going to go with do dishes first. There we go, it worked. As you can see, it popped up in green right there, do dishes. You can see the name of the reference right here. You can see this unique ID that was generated by Firebase for us, and then of course the value. Now let's try it one more time. Clean kitchen, press, and there that one is too, beautiful. And now let me add one more so I can show you how you can delete the values in the database. Let's do laundry, something I need to do actually. Put that in, and that one pops up there. Now, if you wanted to delete any one of these values, you can hover over them and this trash can icon will appear. Just press that and then press the red button, and there we go, it deletes the data. And now we only have two. And that is how you push data to your Firebase real-time database.